Recently, we activated the project Standing Tall. It's a project that is meant to document the experiences of those living with sickle cell in an interview of how they feel and how people have been treating them. I noticed that certain people would look at them as a disease. They would see them and not see a human being. Some would say they see a walking corpse. Some would say they see a spirit. But are they not human beings though? These are people that have normal life. They have grown up to be adults on their own, and they have potential to be great. I mean, if Neymar can be great, if Neymar with his condition can play football and be a great player, then who can't? I have never seen them as people that have a condition. I have always seen them beyond the condition. Why? Because everybody has a condition. Everybody is either battling diabetes or hepatitis or one sickness or the other. Some people have HIV, some even have typhoid or malaria. What makes us different from them? The only thing that makes us different from them is that they fall sick more frequently. Aside that, what of those that don't fall sick? I know of somebody that has sickle cell that has never had a crisis. Why? Because the person is O negative. So the question is, why stigmatize when you can be a support system, when you can show love to those people? Some of them are privileged, some are not. Those that are privileged are even helping to reach out to those that are underprivileged. But the society has defined standards and they see them with this condition, and it becomes a standard of measurement for them. Measuring the love you give them, measuring the care you try to show to them. We believe it has to be a family member to be able to care for them. But we're saying that why make somebody become suicidal? Why make somebody give up on life? Simply because you feel like taunting the person with the words of your mouth. We can do better than that. We can show somebody his own path to greatness. We can show somebody a support for a life that will show him love. Even if he doesn't live long on earth, he will die knowing that people were there to support him. I have friends with sickle cell. I've never seen them with the impression that they have a condition. You know why? Because they are my support system. They have helped me through life. They have blessed me in different ways that I cannot even comprehend. Sometimes they borrow me money, sometimes they dash me money, sometimes they help me to do the work I do. Sometimes they are there to help with fueling my generator, sponsoring my projects. And why do they do that? It's because they believe in me. So if they saw humanity as a race that treats them badly, would they even want to help me? They wouldn't. Unfortunately for us, our parents, some of them were not able to do their genotype test, and now they have children that have sickle cell. What of you that knows your genotype is not compatible and you want to gamble it? What does gambling mean in this case? You gamble your AS status, you get married, and you have a child with SS. And this child cannot choose to undo whatever the parents have brought him forth to. The subjection of how the society treats this person. In Nigeria, ours is even more stereotyping and stigmatizing than the rest of the world, because the world has moved past this kind of stigma. The world is looking for ways in which to accommodate people. We're living in a COVID-19 era. We had HIV. HIV came in and people would stigmatize, stereotype. And now people have even forgotten that there is a condition, there is a disease, there is a condition called HIV. Why? Because it's now normal. It's a condition that we now live with. Some people were born with HIV. They didn't choose it. They can't undo it. Does it mean they should stop living? Does it mean you should make them to stop living? we can have a better society. We can be a better people. You have a child with SS and you sleep at night. Your mind is at rest and the child is going through pain, something you would have avoided for the child. Even if the child decides he wants to undo this, how does he go about it? That's why some of them, the best way to undo it is to commit suicide. Some of them battle through it with depression. But you can put a smile on somebody's face. They already have a lot to deal with as it is. The condition itself is a lot to deal with. Not a lot to deal with because they are a curse or because they are a walking corpse. Because it's nothing they can do about it. And it's enough to deal with because the society is stigmatizing them. So why add your own? Why make them feel rejected when you can empathize? You can show love. There are people living with disabilities. Show love. Some of these people are brilliant, intelligent. There are people living with sickle cell that are today governors in Nigeria. There are members of House of Representatives. Has anybody stopped recently to say, oh, this person is sickle cell? He has sickle cell. So we should go and unvote him, or we should go and impeach him, or we should go and recall him. See people beyond the condition. See people beyond the stigma. We can be a good society. Somebody around you is looking for that love. So, Standing Tall is basically a project that we decided, okay, it's better you hear whatever experiences these people have been through or whatever they have to say to you and see where you stand. Do you want to show the love, or you want to keep showing the hate, or you want to keep showing the stigma? I make movies that will make me happy, but I didn't choose to be a male. You didn't choose to be a female. Likewise, they didn't choose to have sickle cell. That is the reality of the life they live. And that's why you should be able to show love. You should be able to treat them as human. Because as human beings, the only condition we have is life. Today you might be alive, tomorrow you're dead. What will your legacy be? Imagine if some of these people were your siblings. Imagine if some of these people were your girlfriends, your boyfriends, I know some people would even say they can't date any of them because according to some people, they won't even last long to make the relationship flourish. It may occur to you that some presidents were given birth to by a sickle cell mother, and now they are great, they've told their story, they've lived their path. It's now left for you to be able to choose how you want to affect your own generation. You can even go to some of them with ideas and they will help you actualize it. I know a friend called Nankak, she's an architect. I know a friend called Lekmak, he's a psychologist. I know a friend called Joy, she's a counseling psychologist. I have a friend, Awaita, she's a screenwriter. I know Second, he's an amazing guy. And I know Fatih, she's a historian. Around you, how many people that share some of these professions that are great people, that have affected your life? And how many of them have caused you pain? The question is not who has affected you or who has caused you pain. The question is, do you have people around you that are sharing the same profession and have affected your life in one way or the other? Success is what you make of it. You can choose how to be successful, and you can choose how to inflict pain. You can choose how to be a human being. Being human does not require anything. It doesn't have a criteria. The only criteria is you're alive, and you can touch somebody's life positively. So be that positivity we're looking for. Okay, my name is Alpha, Biabon Edward Alpha. I'm a filmmaker. I am a producer, basically. Be human.